Today's meditation is on the 4 characteristics of karma. And since we have more time, I will include a little more breathing, some more time to really contemplate the 4 characteristics, the 4 points. So that's quite nice. If you, like me, have had a busy day, you may wish to take some time to just be here in the now, in the present, leaving all of the troubles and busy work thoughts and thoughts about everything that is not needed in this meditation. Leave them outside at the door. They'll most likely be there when you return. And you can make a strong determination to make this practice, this meditation, meaningful for you and for everybody who's gonna benefit from you being calm, contemplating the thoughts, the characteristics of karma. So now, as you identify your breathing, you may see that you breathe in slowly, naturally, breathe out. Just let it happen naturally, organically. Don't force it through or anything. See if you can let go of all the physical tension in your body, shoulders, facial muscles, especially around the eyes. And while also doing this breathing meditation, identify the position you're seated in, feet solidly planted on the ground, sitting on a chair, in the cushion, on the sofa. Maybe decide to see that your upper torso is upright, erect, but not too tense, allowing you to breathe naturally. Head slightly tilted, eyes not too open, but not entirely closed, leaving in some lights. And then now see that you can identify your mental dullness and avoid that. And go towards the clarity of your mind, the attention, being awake. Whenever you're drifting away with thoughts about the past, future, or anything that distracts you, use mindfulness to return to the attention. Now, as you breathe in, visualize white light flowing in with your incoming breath. This purifying white light should be more calm, clear, and light, ready to set the motivation for the meditation session. And now in the space in front of you, visualize Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, surrounded by infinite Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and holy beings, all the gurus in the direct and indirect lineage of the teachings. Filling the space around you, and you visualize all sentient beings, all facing towards you, all in the aspects of human beings. And recall how they have been kind numberless times as your mother, wishing to repay their kindness. You generate a strong compassion, as if all of them were your children. And this white light, purifying white light, imagine it sweeping like a wave in over you and all sentient beings, purifying, bringing calmness, preparing you to engage in this practice, meditation. And as the light absorbs into you and all sentient beings, it just purifies from all that and the negativity, all negative actions done with body, speech, and mind. And already by now, you can generate some bodhicitta. So you're not doing this for your own sake, but for their sake. And you wish that they can purify. It makes it even more powerful. A second wave of white light removes all the obscurations that prevents you from achieving new realizations from tonight's topic on karma. And now extend your motivation to really be of a bodhicitta mind, that this practice, this meditation will be to the benefit of all sentient beings, recognizing that they all have been your mothers in a past life, like a maternal compassion for all sentient beings. This meditation is on the 4 characteristics of karma, something that we really need to get our head around, understanding that this will happen like a natural law. It's not superposed upon us by some creator, someone who's punishing us, rewarding us. It just happens like gravity. The purpose is to make you understand the laws of karma. And by this, you can live according to your karma, understanding it, live by it. And hopefully by this, you will also wish to develop an enthusiasm to create even the smallest virtue and avoid any type of non-virtue. We'll go to the first characteristic, which is karma will happen. It's definite. think how non-virtuous actions definitely brings about unhappiness. And virtuous actions definitely will bring about happiness. Unhappiness is definitely non-virtue will bring unhappiness, and virtue will bring about happiness. So actions motivated by virtuous mental states, loving kindness, generosity, faith, and wisdom, are virtuous by nature and can only ripen in experiences of happiness. Actions motivated by non-virtue, such as anger, attachment, pride, and ignorance, are non-virtuous by nature and can only ripen in suffering and unhappiness. So karma is definite, and there's a result, a positive and a negative result. So bring to mind some of the virtuous and some of the non-virtuous actions you have created in the past, and contemplate these in relation to this characteristic of karma being definite. The next one is karma is expendable. It will increase. Once the karma has been created and the imprint left on the consciousness, it will continue to increase. This is true for both virtuous and non-virtuous karmic actions. So while the action may seem small and unimportant at the time of creating it, because of this characteristic of increasing, it can bring a strong result. Nothing goes astray, and it will grow and grow until you apply the antidote or until you purify. It is important to be conscientious in creating even small virtuous actions and avoiding even the slightest non-virtue. It's nice to know that we can purify any negative action, but think about all of the actions that you have to do, engage in to purify. So better watch your actions with body, speech, and mind like a hawk. That will give you safety, and you don't have to regret in the evening. When going to bed, you don't have to feel bad about what you have been doing. Don't feel any sort of regret. But once, if it happens, purify, purify, purify. You can also think that any type of virtuous action can easily be destroyed by anger. Make a determination to follow all of the positive virtuous actions and avoid negative harm. And next, the third one is the result cannot be experienced unless you have created the cause. Karma is personal. There's no effect without a cause. So you may wish to recall examples of happiness you have experienced in the past. It may seem that external conditions have brought about this happiness, but it wouldn't have been possible unless you created the cause. You sowed the seeds, it's your garden, you experienced the result. In the same way, bring to mind some experiences of suffering or unhappiness that you have had in the past. Again, it may appear as if it were due to external conditions, that it was not possible to experience these unless you have created the cause. You own the situation. It was because of something you did in the past. This third characteristic means that you have control over your future. So now reflect on the happiness and positive conditions you hope to experience in the future, and how it is actually impossible to experience these unless you create the cause. The fourth, final characteristic: actions once created will never be lost. A karmic seed is never lost, no matter how long between the creation of the action and the experiencing of the result. So when the appropriate conditions coincide, the result will be experienced in this or some future lifetime. You may think about some sort of instant karma, but whatever you're experiencing in this life, positive or negative, could be due to a lifetime many eons ago, or maybe just the previous life. We can't tell. And what you are doing in this life might first ripen in future lifetimes, many times from now. There's no saying. But unless purified, whatever non-virtue you have created will remain in your continuum until they eventually will bring about the result. So likewise, whatever virtuous actions you have created or will create will remain in your continuum until they bring about their result. So by thinking on these four characteristics of karma, karma is definite. Karma will increase, and the result will be experienced unless you have will not be experienced unless you have created the result, the cause. And the fourth, actions once created will never be lost. Contemplate for just 1 minute about these four characteristics, what it means to your life right now, and what it will mean in your life, future lives, this life, future lives. See how your understanding becomes clearer, more vivid, more meaningful, thinking that you're in complete charge of your life. You know even the resolve, the recipe. It's quite easy even. Any positive action will lead to a positive result, and a negative action will lead to a negative result. And you can purify. So whatever understanding you have generated hold your mind on this aspect and think of it as a sobering new type of knowledge, and also choosing to make it real, use it in a practical aspect in your life tonight and tomorrow, for as long as you can possibly hold on to it. And you can conclude the meditation by recalling the Buddhas in front of you. Visualize how they absorb into the central Buddha, Buddha Shakyamuni, and he absorbs into light, and that light absorbs into you through the crown of your head. Feel that you are one with the Buddha in the form of all encompassing space, union, oneness. And he's becoming one with body, speech, and mind. And he stays at your heart. Gives you inspiration, motivation. And eventually, because the light is so powerful, your body bursts with energy, sending out the light to all sentient beings around you. And you can see how they benefit from this meditation. And we will dedicate this meditation and all of the merits earned by doing so, and thinking, may this action become the cause of enlightenment, so that you can perfectly lead all sentient beings into the enlightened state as quickly as possible.